Cecil Travis was born in Riverdale, Georgia in 1913, the year my dad was born. By 1931, when he was just 17, he started professional baseball with a .469 average with Chattanooga of the Southern Association. Had a second great year, hitting .356, and was then brought up in May 1933 for the Washington Senators, where he collected 5 hits in his first game. 9 years and a .322 career batting average brought him to the 1941 baseball season, where he finished second in the American League at .359, only behind Ted Williams' incredible .406. He also had 19 triples and a career-high 101 RBIs. He signed up for the Army on January 9, 1942, a month and 2 days after Pearl Harbor, and he was shipped overseas in May 1944 as a member of the Army's 76th Infantry Combat Division. Actually, he was assigned to that division in May, but in January 1945, his division was sent to Europe in the final stages of the Battle of the Bulge. There, Travis suffered a bad case of frostbite during that time, and it necessitated an operation. Cecil Travis's division advanced more than 400 miles and fought 110 consecutive days of combat. Travis received for his combat a Bronze Star and 4 Battle Stars during his time in Europe. He was honorably discharged on September 6, 1945, but he was out of baseball shape, his bat speed was slower, and his feet still hurt. He finished 1945 abbreviated time at .241, and in 1946 he hit only .252, and in 1947 he struggled to keep his average over 200. Travis left the game saying, "My problem was my timing. I could never seem to get it back the way it was after laying out so long. I saw I wasn't helping the ball club, so I just gave it up." Hello everyone, this is Apba with Game 4 of the American League 1941 Double Elimination Tournament. This game is the Washington Senators visiting Fenway Park to take on Ted Williams and the Boston Red Sox. Here's your starting lineup for the Washington Senators. George Case in left field, Doc Kramer in center field, John Lewis in left field, Cecil Travis is the shortstop, Mickey Vernon first base, Jake Early catching, Jimmy Bloodworth second baseman, Johnny Wheelash is in right field. Back to Lewis, he's third base. He's at third base. Okay, and Dutch Leonard is the pitcher, grade B, Z modifier. For the Boston Red Sox, Dom DiMaggio leads off and plays center field. Lou Finney is in right field. Ted Williams is in left field. Joe Cronin, the shortstop. Jimmy Fox, double X at first base. James Tabor, third base. Bobby Dorr, second base. Frankie Pitlock is the catcher. And Mickey Harris, grade B, X modifier on the mound. George Case steps in the box to start this game off. He is probably the American League's fastest base runner. Here's the pitch. 41 is a ground out to the Boston shortstop, Joe Cronin. The Red Sox are fielding column 1. Here is Doc Kramer. 65 is a pop-up to the catcher. Buddy Lewis. 54 is a fly out to the right fielder, Lou Finney. 3 up and 3 down for the Senators. We go to the bottom of the first. Red Sox coming to bat. Knuckleball pitcher Dutch Leonard completes his warm-up tosses. He'll face Dominic DiMaggio, the first Red Sox hitter. 41 is the roll, and that is a ground out to the shortstop, Cecil Travis. 1 away. There is Lou Finney. 16, 28 is a ground out to Cecil Travis again, and it's 2 outs. Now the splendid splinter, Ted Williams. 43 is going to be a ground ball back to Leonard, who throws over the first. We go to the top of the second. No score. Here is Cecil Travis, number 2 in 1941 batting average, trailing only Ted Williams. He had 359. 46 is a fly ball to the left fielder, Ted Williams. 1 out. Mickey Vernon. 31 is a base hit for the first hit of the game. Longtime Washington Senator, very young man in 1941. He is a fast-running first baseman. Jake Early, the catcher. 63 is a fly ball to center field. Dominic DiMaggio is under it and makes the catch. 2 down. Here is the second baseman, Jimmy Bloodworth. Swing and miss for strike 3. Bottom of the second, no score. Player manager Joe Cronin will lead off the bottom of the second inning. He has over 2,000 hits. Here's the pitch. 43 is a ground ball back to Dutch Leonard. 1 away. Double X, Jimmy Fox. 41 is the roll, and that's a ground ball to the shortstop. Cecil Travis throws over to Mickey Vernon. There's 2 down. Jim Tabor. Jim Tabor, a good hitter, but a liability in the field, led the league in errors for third baseman 5 years straight. But he had some magnificent days at the plate, including one July 4th where he hit 2 grand slams. Here's the pitch to Jim Tabor. 36 is a base on balls. Fast runner at first, D26 Steeler. Okay, if he wants to steal second with 2 outs, his chances are 11 through 51 when the modifiers are applied. He's going to take off and give it a try and be safe. That gives Bobby Dorr a better chance to knock him in. Here's the pitch from Dutch Leonard, 65. That is a foul out to the third baseman. That closes out the Red Sox in the second. We go to the top of the third, no score. The right fielder, John Wheelaz, leads off for the Senators. 43 is a ground ball back to Mickey Harris. 1 away. Dutch Leonard. 36 is a pop out to the second baseman, Bobby Dorr. 2 down. Here's George Case. Red Sox to be advised to keep him off the base path. Here's the pitch. 41 is going to be a ground ball to the Boston shortstop. Joe Cronin throws the first. 3 outs. We go to the bottom of the third, no score. Dutch Leonard was an 18-game winner, 3.45 earned run average. He'll be facing Frank Pitlick, the catcher, Mickey Harris, and Dom DiMaggio. 6-6 roll. And 52 is going to be a single for Frank Pitlick. B17 stealing. Not very good, actually. Mickey Harris comes up and he will sacrifice. 45 is a 14. That's going to be a 2 balls and no strikes. Dutch Leonard had great control. Only walked about 2 batters per 9 innings, even though he was a knuckleball pitcher. 1-5 is a hit batter. No, wait a minute. 15 is 14. That's going to be a walk. So ball 4 to Mickey Harris, and Dominic DiMaggio will come up with 2 runners on. Here's the pitch. 54 is a fly ball to right field. Fast runner can tag and go to third. So we have first and second. And the runner on second is fast, so he tags up and goes forward to third. 1 down. Washington will play the infield back. Lou Finney is at the plate with Ted Williams on deck. Here's the pitch to Lou Finney. 23 is a 26. That's going to be a 4-6-3 double play. We go to that was the 3rd inning. We go to the 4th inning. No score. Doc Kramer will lead off for Washington. Started his career with the Philadelphia Athletics and then played for Boston for about 5 years and then went to the Washington Senators. He's one of 2 players to go 6 for 6 twice. Jim Bottomley of the Cardinals, formerly of the Cardinals, did it twice as well. Here's the pitch from Mickey Harris. 23 is a ground ball to the second baseman, Bobby Doerr. 1 away. Here is Buddy Lewis. 63 is a fly ball to the center fielder, Dominic DiMaggio, 2 down. Cecil Travis, a very talented center shortstop. 52 is a ground ball to the third baseman, or X. It's got an X modifier, so he strikes out. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Still no score. Each team still has only 1 hit. Ted Williams will lead off for the Red Sox. He was hoping to bat with runners on the corners, but the double play wiped that out. Here's the pitch to Williams. 54 is a fly ball to right field. Wheelage is under it and makes the catch. Joe Cronin. 35 is a base hit for Joe Cronin. Here is Jimmy Fox, double X. 51 is a 9 against a B pitcher. It's going to be a single with Cronin going the second. Red Sox had first and second with 1 down. Jim Tabor. 33 is a 6. That's a double over first. Excuse me, double left center. I was reading the wrong page, but both runners will score. And the Red Sox take a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the 4th on Jim Tabor's 2-base hit. So the third baseman from New Hope, Alabama, gives the Red Sox new hope in this game, Bobby Doerr. Here's the pitch. 21 is a 12. That's going to be a strikeout. 2 outs, and Frank Pitlick, the catcher. 31 is a 9 against the B. That's a single over second. 3-0 Boston. Mickey Harris. 61 is a ground out to the shortstop. We go to the top of the 5th inning. It is Red Sox 3, Senators nothing. Okay, the Senators come to the bat, trailing by 3 runs. They've got some work cut out for them. Here's a pitch from Mickey Harris to Mickey Vernon. 34 is a fly ball to the center fielder, Dominic DiMaggio. 1 away. Jake Early steps in the box. He caught the entire 1943 All-Star game for the American League. He was well known for talking to batters and trying to disrupt their concentration. He would imitate fast-talking auctioneers or imitate baseball broadcasters, try to tell funny stories, jokes, do anything he could to distract the hitter. Well known for that. Here's the pitch to Jake Early. 43 is a ground ball back to Mickey Harris. 2 away. Jimmy Bloodworth. 62 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. And Mickey Harris has limited the Senators to just 1 hit through 5. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 3. Dominic DiMaggio leads off the Red Sox half of the 5th inning with a base on balls. F27 stealing. Good success rate, but the F means it needs to be 2 outs, -1, or tied in the 7th inning or later. Here's a pitch to Lou Finney. 41 is a 6-4-3 double play. Ted Williams. That's a base hit for Ted Williams. He is 1 for 3. Okay, he was supposed to be off, and now he's on. Joe Cronin. 45 is a 2 balls and no strikes. Ground out to second base. He goes a short way, 4-6. That's the end of the 5th. We go to the top of the 6th. Boston 3, Washington nothing. John Wheelash leads off for the Senators 6th inning. 33 is going to be a fly out to center field. 1 away. Dutch Leonard will stay on. He is behind by 3 runs. Well known for throwing complete games. I think he threw 23 complete games in the 1940 season. 43 is ground ball back to the pitcher. 2 down. George Case. Hit column roll. And that will be a triple to left center for George Case. Brings the bat Doc Kramer. Only the 2nd hit for Washington, but the fans of the Red Sox got to see George Case air it out and get to third base. 1-3 is a base on balls. That will bring the tying run to first, or to the batter's box, rather. Buddy Lewis, 297 hitter in 1941. .25 is a single right, a runner scores, and the other one will go to third unless he's slow. He's not. Washington gets on the board. 3-1 Boston. tying runs on first. Here is Cecil Travis. 53 is at 18, fielding column 1. He's hit by a pitch ball. Manager Joe Carden is going to let Mickey Harris try to pitch his way out of this. He's got 2 outs. The first 2 are retired, but then the Senators tripled, walked, and singled, and then a hit batter. Here's the pitch to Mickey Vernon. 65 is a strikeout. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Boston 3, Washington 1. Jimmy Fox steps in for the Red Sox. He is 1 for 2 on the day. 61 is a ground ball to the shortstop, Cecil Travis. 1 away. Here's Jim Tabor. That's going to be a ground ball to the second baseman, Jimmy Bloodworth. And now there are 2 outs, and here is the Red Sox second baseman, Bobby Doerr, who is 0 for 2. 45 is a walk. That brings up Frank Pitlock, who is 2 for 2. They didn't walk him to get to the pitcher, and he drove in a run last time up. 34 is a fly ball to center field. We go to the top of the 7th, Boston 3, Washington 1. The bottom 4 hitters in the Washington lineup are 0 for 8 against Mickey Harris, and that's where we are here for the top of the 7th inning. Vic Early leads off, but he rolls a hit column roll. That is a 65, it's going to be a single. Jimmy Bloodworth, that'll be the tie. He represents the tie and run. 65 is going to be a foul out to the catcher, Johnny Wheelash. 42 is the roll. That's a strikeout. And Dutch Leonard. Ivoria Hilly Lane will be brought in to pinch hit for the pitcher, Dutch Leonard. He represents the tie and run. Here's the pitch from Mickey Harris. 55 is an 8 against the B. That's going to be a ground out that rolls out to third base. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning, 3-1 Boston. The new pitcher for the Washington Senators is Alejandro Carrasquel. Alex Carrasquel, he was a 6-2 pitcher in 1941, 3.44 earned run average. Mickey Harris, Boston's pitcher, will lead off the bottom of the 7th inning. He's got a 2-run lead. 34 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. Dominic DiMaggio. 34 is fly ball to center field. 2 outs. And Lou Finney. 64 is a fly to left. We go to the top of the 8th. Boston 3, Washington 1. George Case will once again try to get something started for the Senators. He tripled in the 6th inning and scored their only run. 65 is a pop-up to the catcher. 1 down. Doc Kramer. Fly to left. 2 outs. And Buddy Lewis. 33 is a hit column roll. And 33 is going to be a drive. It might be. It could be. It is out of here. The Senators are 1 run closer than that trail 3-2 with 2 outs in the 7th inning. Cecil Travis comes up, and Mickey Harris has reached his point of weakness. He still needs a couple things bad to happen to him before we start reducing his pitching grade. 16 is a ground out to the shortstop. We go to the bottom of the 8th, Boston 3, Washington 2. Ted Williams, 1941 Playboy, play ball baseball card. says that he is an enthusiastic ball player who would rather wield a bat than eat. Williams looms as one of the great hitters of the modern times. I had a friend I used to work with that, as a youngster, saw Ted Williams take batting practice at Kansas City Municipal Stadium, and he was calling where he would hit the baseball. And he hit 3 balls, and he told the people around the batting cage exactly where he hit those balls, and he was accurate. Ted Williams, 52, is a ground out to, let's see, 52 is a 27. That's a ground out to third base. Well, why? Yeah, he could see the very spot that the bat made contact with the ball. Joe Cronin, 56, is a walk. Average speed at first, Jimmy Fox. 42 is a base on balls. So Alex Carrasco has pitched himself into a pickle here. He's facing Jim Tabor. 36 is a bases loaded walk, or loading the bases walk. And that third walk will send Alex Carrasco to the showers. Washington brings in Red Anderson, grade C pitcher. He'll get the 1 grade bump up and no modifiers. So he'll be a B pitcher pitching to Bobby Dorr. Can Bobby Dorr put a quarter in the merry-go-round and blow this game open? Here's the pitch. 1-1 roll. That's a 6. And that is going to be a triple over third base. And he does crank up the merry-go-round and clear the bases. Red Sox take a 6-2 lead. All those runs charged to Carrasco. Frankie Pitlock comes to bat. The infield is going to play in for the Senators. 62 is a fly ball to right field. And a fast runner scores. Door's not fast, so it's going to be not deep enough. And there's 2 outs. Pitcher Mickey Harris. 43 is a ground ball back to the Senators pitcher. For the third out, we go to that was the 8th inning. We go to the 9th inning. It is 6-2 Boston. Mickey Harris is 3 outs away to advancing the Red Sox to the winner's bracket and sending the Senators to the losing bracket. Mickey Vernon leads off for Washington. 42 is a 41. That's going to be an error by the shortstop. 86, an error on Joe Cronin. Fast runner at first, catcher Jake Early. 25 is a 8 against a B pitcher. That's going to be a ground out to third base, 5-3. And the runner goes to second. One more bad thing, and we reduce Mickey Harris's pitching grade. Jimmy Bloodworth, the batter for Washington. 16 is a ground out to the shortstop, runner holding. 2 down. Johnny Wheelash. Last hope for the Senator. He's 0 for 3. Here's the pitch. 34 is a fly ball to Dominic DiMaggio in center field. He measures it and makes the catch. That's the end of the ball game. Final score, Boston Red Sox 6, Washington Senators 2. Okay, in today's game, the Boston Red Sox defeated the Washington Senators. Washington scored 2 runs on 4 hits and they committed no errors. Red Sox scored 6 runs on 7 hits and committed 1 error. The winning pitcher was Mickey Harris, 9 innings, 2 earned runs. The losing pitcher was Dutch Leonard, 6 innings, gave up 3 earned runs. The star of today's game is Bobby Dorr, who went 1 for 3, but his 8th inning 3-run triple basically put the game out of reach for Washington. They were only trailing by 1 at the 8th inning. So this was a closer game than the final score appears to be. Bobby Doerr of the Boston Red Sox. He was the star of today's game. He was scouted by Red Sox General Manager, Hall of Famer Eddie Collins, who went out to San Diego to take a look at this young second baseman. And when he went to look at Bobby Doerr, he saw Ted Williams and decided to sign both Ted Williams, 17 years old at the time, and Bobby Doerr. And both came up through the system and played their entire careers with the Boston Red Sox, and both became lifelong friends with each other. So in the tournament, Boston advances to play on the Chicago White Sox in game number 8, and Washington will go to the losers bracket. They will take on the St. Louis Browns in game 6. Next American League game will be game 5. The Detroit Tigers will go to Philadelphia. And the next game tomorrow that we'll play will be game 5 of the National League, the Pittsburgh Pirates at the Philadelphia Phillies. Hope you'll join us tomorrow. Thank you, and God bless.